I am 100% bringing the violence today. Straight up, I'm going to set the tone. Whenever I'm on All You Can Eat Chelsea, don't think I don't see the comments. Hey, you lot come after me. I get the most negative comments all the time on this show. You fools today will keep quiet and you'll bow down to every little detail that I have to say. Today, you will listen to what I have to say and you will appreciate. And then I'm going to see the comments and you better apologize. The crazy part was Matisse's preview. I'm getting cooked in the comments. What the hell? It's Matisse's preview. Why is my name getting dragged? People tagging me, sending me messages. Have a look at this guy's preview. This is how you should model yourself. You know, you piece of crap. This, that, the other. I was so into my live, so I wasn't focusing on what was happening in the live chat. But later on, I saw comments. They're like, "Miz, you need to watch Matisse's. He's proper mature, and unlike you." I'm like, what's going on? Like, did Matisse like cuss me or something? And I watched the video. It had nothing to do with me. And the comment section's like, Miz is so negative. This, I'm like, do you know what? I've had enough. I've actually had enough. And those comments, honestly, there's a time where you just need to shut up, Poch. Just shut up. When you got nothing to say constructively, just shut your mouth and know your role. You spoke rubbish just before the Spurs game as well. Lads, do you remember when he was talking all that nonsense before the Spurs game? Do your talking in the pitch. I don't care what sort of message you were trying to give out to the players. Your message didn't work. More than your message, your tactics didn't work. So next press conference, you need to talk about yourself. Forget about the badge, forget about the history, because you don't understand. Don't act like you understand the club because you know diddly squat about the club. You know nothing about the club. Don't you dare talk about the badge. Don't you dare talk about the history. Don't you dare talk about anything. Don't even mention the word Chelsea in your mouth. Go out there and prove your point in the pitch. So that's why I was annoyed with all of those conversations before the match. Because literally, he was setting the fan base, he was setting everyone up to accept mediocrity. No, we're not going to accept nothing. We've apparently brought you in to develop young players and give us some sort of sustainability, some sort of stability moving into this season. What have you done? And then you have the audacity to come pre-match before a Middlesbrough game to tell us to accept all of this. Accept it. We're not the Chelsea we used to be. Maybe we're not. We all know that. You don't need to come out publicly and tell me all of this. Shut your mouth and do your role. On top of that, he goes, it's not compulsory to make it to the final. Go out there and have fun because you need to have this fresh mind. Well, my brother, we are now 1-0 down. We will be under pressure in the second leg. What are you going to tell the lads now? Because your whole take before the first leg was, players, relax yourself, keep a clear mind, calm mind. It's not compulsory to make the final. Go out there, have fun. And maybe that's what's going to happen. We get a good result. Well, it didn't happen. Now what you going to do, Mr. Pochettino? Now what you going to do? Because those Middlesbrough players, I'm telling you, they will play like their family are held hostage. That's how they will play. What are you going to do? We're actually trapped. I know Eunice and I, we entertained the idea of Jose Mourinho, and I still do, but, you know, I'm always willing to hear, you know, different sides and whatnot, and I completely get it. It may not be the best solution to bring in Jose Mourinho. First of all, he doesn't even fit under this under this ownership. They will not accept a manager like Jose Mourinho. They want someone, from what we've seen so far, someone who can collaborate with them, right? Someone who will just bend over backwards and lube it up real good and take it up. Like, that's the kind of manager that they want. They don't want Jose Mourinho who's going to be outspoken, who's going to be wanting autonomy, who's going to be a bit of a authoritarian. They can't have that. If we do sack Poch, before we even hire anyone, is the board and the owners need to change their philosophy. That's number one. It's just not on Poch. Poch has been so far very, very underwhelming. Levi Colwill, who once last season we were looking at and going, wow, this kid's gonna be something special, to the point where the fan base is calling him a donkey. Enzo Fernandez is another player that so many of our fans want him sold. And this brother is someone we so desperately wanted last season, and we saw what kind of football he can play. And the list goes on. These are just two players that I've touched on. There's so many other players that are underperforming, and that's on Poch as well. But coming back to the point, the board and the owners need to change their philosophy. Bring in some quality players, bring in some experience at the highest level, get rid of these two Mickey Mouse sporting directors, number one. They used to be analysts working with spreadsheets. They got no clue about how to run a football club, and they've been given the opportunity to run Chelsea Football Club. Come on. So we need proper sporting director. Owners need to understand European football. People have been tagging me on what Todd Bowley said when Thomas Tuchel got sacked. I just saw that video just before coming over here. Todd Bowley talking about collaboration. Todd Bowley talking about shared vision. Thomas Tuchel didn't have the shared vision. What's your shared vision? Tell me exactly what your vision is for Chelsea Football Club. How dare you sack an elite manager like that? What do you know about football? Meanwhile, get yourself a proper sporting director and then let the sporting director choose the manager. Because what you're doing right now, I kid you not that long ago, Leeds United was playing in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We're not Man United, we're not Real Madrid, we're not Barcelona, we're not like that. We literally were born to a significant factor under Roman. All of that can disappear. I'm telling you right now, all of that can disappear. Give this board and these owners another couple of more years of this mediocrity, we will disappear into thin air.
We're done.
Because we have seen this with other clubs. Then we've got people that work for the club. I'm not going to name names, but I think you all know who that is on Twitter, telling us how to behave. Don't say Poch out. It doesn't make sense. All right. This person is writing 6-page threads teaching fans how to behave. Michael Carrick came out post-match saying that it was a planned move to do that.
Conscious decision.
It was a conscious decision. Do you know how embarrassing that is? These players are not that bad. Surely we're not that stupid. And I went back and I watched compilation and I saw Caicedo, tight spaces, wriggling through, press resistant, pass, one touch, crashing the box. I don't see this for Chelsea. And then people tell me Caicedo is not worth it. He's rubbish. Enzo is rubbish. Gallagher apparently is the bee's knee. And do you know what the crazy part is? Like, we're talking about the second leg. We're forgetting that there's a match in between against Fulham in the Premier League.
Yeah,
freaking damn.
I watched Fulham yesterday. They're organised as hell.
Bro.
Willian
is looking good, and they've a bunch of mature footballers over there. We need to now have full focus on the Fulham game before we even start thinking about that Middlesbrough game. Because you know what people are telling me, lads? People are telling me that Fulham possibly could drop 2 points here. Not Chelsea. People are saying, Fulham could possibly drop 2 points here. Look at the disrespect for our football club, man.
That's what I was saying. No, there's not been any respect for this season because of what happened last season.
Pochettino needs to come out against Fulham and start showing some proper football. People within our fan base saying, just spoiled, man. Another manager. They'll never want to hold on to a manager. It's not about holding on to the manager. It's about having a limit. As Matisse said, if we were lingering around 5th, 6th, I think people would understand where we are and where the standard is and how we're trying our best to go up the ladder. But when you're 10th and under this new ownership, we've only seen 10th. We've not seen better than 10th under this new ownership. It's almost been 2 years. I think we have every right to be angry. And the crazy part is we're not even angry to the maximum as yet. This is why I say the fan base needs to get serious and start voicing how deep this issue is. Don't be telling each other, be patient. The only time I want to be a patient is in the hospital. That's the only time I want to be patient. No other time. All right, so don't tell me to be all of this. It's time we got serious because it's dangerous period, man. Every single day, every second, every moment, everyone is in danger. Live chat's in danger. Every single comment is in danger. I am coming for all of you guys. So beware when you insult me next time. Subscribe.